And now I'd like to hear from Chief Evangelous. Chief, welcome.
Good morning. Everyone wants to be safe in their neighborhoods. Everybody wants to be safe, to be able to walk out in front of their house, sit on their porch, children play in the street. Unfortunately, we do have some areas in the city where these street gangs have taken over, at least in their minds they have. So we are going to go after them, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more specific about what we're going to do, but let's not forget we have to also outreach to our community too, and we have. When we look at our police athletic league programs for basketball, soccer, wrestling, we look at our summer camp program, our Santa Cop program. I mean, we make a big effort to reach out to our community and to interact with them. But that being said, we also have to arrest these people who are committing violent crimes in our community, and we are. First thing we're going to do is we're establishing an expansion of our community policing efforts with partnerships between 7th Street to 13th Street, from Castle Street to Worcester Street. That has been a hotbed for crime for many decades, and we are putting a ton of resources up there. Not just police resources. We've got our sanitation department. They're doing sweeps and cleaning the area up. We've already done one last Wednesday. We're going to do another one this Wednesday. We'll continue to. Secondly, our code enforcement folks are going to address code enforcement issues aggressively to help clean up this area. We're going to look at fire code issues. We're going to be working together as a group, bringing all resources there, not just police resources. We're going to go after owners, people who are in houses, who have gang activities and gang ties, and we're going to either close them or we're going to seize them. They are not going to take these neighborhoods over and intimidate these people and good folks in these neighborhoods. Our gang injunction program we're kicking off. We've assigned some detectives to work on the gang injunction piece of this with the DA and with our sheriff. The hotels, gangs have been using hotels to further their heroin trades. We're going after hotels. We're going to seize them too if they don't come into line. There are some other long-term investigations that we can't talk about tonight that will make a big difference in the months to come. I'm convinced of that. But we have to work together to make all this happen. Our text-to-tip is hugely important for us to be able to solve these crimes. And I have to say, in some instances, we have got a lot of good tips, and we've put a lot of good people, bad guys in jail. The Castle Street murder, the 4 arrestees we had, text-to-tip helped us there. Unfortunately, it didn't help us up off Stewart Circuit. We still don't have any clues there of that murder. And so we're asking the community, step up, do the right thing. You have to be part of the solution to this problem. We cannot do it alone. We can do it together. We will take one area of the city at a time, and we're going to work on it, and we're going to use our resources. And we got footbeats up there. We've had footbeats up there since December. We're going to continue to expand footbeats throughout the city when personnel staffing allows us to do that. We are going to have outcomes, and we're going to be measurable outcomes. And one thing we're going to do is we're going to survey the area before, and we're going to survey the area after. And we really hope what we're going to see is that the public's confidence in their neighborhood is going to increase. The sense of safety is going to increase. There's one other piece here that we did not talk about, and that is rental property. There are big numbers of rental properties in this particular neighborhood, but in many neighborhoods. And unfortunately, what happens with rental properties when they're not owner occupied, there's a correlating issue of disorder and crime. Those are facts. We are going to try to start holding the owners of these properties responsible for their tenants, because we've got to get control of these areas. When we map our rental properties, They are hugely, they overpopulate these areas. And there's a clear correlation to what we're seeing in some of these areas. So that's something a little different that we're going to be doing that we haven't done in the past. They are constantly battling these tenants who are moving in and out and destroying the property and running down the neighborhood. And we cannot allow that to happen. So we are going to take a whole different track in reference to that in this one targeted area that we've started with, and we'll move to different areas as we become successful. I ask you once again to be part of the solution. I ask you, please, work with us. Please trust us, because we will help you. If you help yourself, we'll help you get to a good place here, and I'm convinced that we can do it. Thank you.